Good evening, everyone. We are so happy to have you on this webinar with us tonight, Double Your Business in 1 Year, hosted by Christine Handy and Michelle Denayo. So tonight, we are going to share some strategies with you that is going to help you to grow your business no matter what industry you are involved with. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our facilitator for tonight. Her name is Michelle Denayo. She's from Venice, Florida, and she is a relationship marketing expert. She's going to share some amazing strategies with you tonight, so I hope that you have your pens out, your pencils and paper ready. Get ready to jot down some notes and listen as she is going to drop some heavy strategies on you. So, Michelle, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you so much, Christine. I appreciate the warm introduction, and I want to thank everybody for getting on the line tonight, taking time out of your evening to join us on this webinar. I really appreciate it. So I want to get you started on time and end it on time. I appreciate your time is valuable, so without further ado, let's get going. So let's talk about what is relationship marketing. Have you heard that term before? Maybe you've heard it in passing. Well, the textbook definition of relationship marketing is exactly what you're seeing on your screen right now. Relationship marketing is a relationship management strategy designed to encourage strong, lasting connections to your brand. In layman's terms, relationship marketing is building and strengthening relationships between the people that you do business with, maybe your prospects and your clients and your customers, people that you haven't heard from in a while. So building that relationship is focusing your marketing efforts solely on the relationship and not necessarily on the sale. So the goal is to turn prospects into customers and customers that generate repeat sales and referrals. So the 3 core principles of relationship marketing, again, are, like we just said, reach out in the spirit of building relationships first and marketing second. 80-20. We live by the 80-20 rule in so many different aspects of our life. It is no different in business. 80% of the time building those relationships, solidifying those relationships, and 20% of the time on the marketing side. So you're trying to build a personal brand through friendship. Being that friend to somebody, having that person that says, hey, my friend does this. You don't want somebody to just say, oh, I've got a realtor, or oh, I have an insurance agent. You want them to refer to you as a friend. So building that brand through friendship, celebrating their life, celebrating things that have happened to them, celebration of all life's accomplishments, and also providing an incredible service. And mastering that bridge between the high-tech, fast-paced world of technology that we live in, this instant gratification, this immediate on-demand service that we live in, this world that we live in where everything is just at our fingertips, but bringing back that personal touch as well. So some alarming statistics. The #1 reason a customer does not come back is that they forget about you. How many times, I'm sure we've all had that one, at least a couple times, where you've had an incredible service, but you just for the life of you cannot remember the name of the person that you did business with. You can't figure out how to get a hold of them or anything like that because they forget. So that's the #1 reason a customer doesn't come back. They just don't know how to find you again. 95% of your happy customers will purchase from a competitor strictly on impulse. Like I said, this world of instant gratification that we live in, where everything is this immediate on demand. So it's just purchasing on that immediate impulse. And another alarming statistic I find very interesting is that for each month, this is not years, this is every month that you do not communicate with your customers, you're losing 10% of your influence. So by 5 months that have passed by, 6 months, 60% of your influence on them is gone. They haven't heard from you in 6 months. So why do your clients leave? This is just a visual for you of why your clients leave. Again, same statistics, but alarming down here, 68% of your clients are leaving you for a perceived indifference, that you just don't care about them, that you've moved on, there's more customers, there's more where that came from. It has nothing to do with price. Competition is high. Almost everything is priced very, very competitively. Maybe 5% are going to leave because their friends start selling something that you're selling as well. But again, if you're building that relationship through friendship and celebration, you are that friend to them as well. So they shouldn't leave you for that reason. So again, 68% is because they believe that you do not care about them. Customer retention, the cost of acquiring new customers is an average 5 times more. 5 times as hard to acquire and cost 5 times more than just keeping your existing customers happy. So a 5%, this 5% improvement in customer retention equals an average of 55% improvement in profitability. So that is an alarming statistic, 5%. Imagine if we went through life only giving extra 5%. That's really not that hard. Most people give their job 110% or 115%. You're looking for an extra 5% in your everyday life of what you're already doing to keep your customers that you already have. So that really is so incredibly easy to do. It's not a huge amount of effort. We're already doing that. So 67% of our business today is driven by personal referral and word of mouth. And this is so crucial because we do live in this world of referral. If you do business with somebody, I mean, we're referring everything. If you think about it, I mean, I've got a coupon sitting here on my desk right now for Vistaprint, 50% off. You know we're going to be sharing that with people that maybe need business cards. We're all in business. If you need business cards, hey, they're having a sale. That's a referral. That's a personal referral, word of mouth. If you like, a certain store, or you try a new product and you love it and it's made your skin look so much better, or all these weight loss products and all of that, everything is through personal referral and word of mouth. Because when somebody comes to you with a personal referral, you immediately feel more comfortable with that. You immediately feel like you can trust that person or trust that product more because you know somebody that's tried it. So what are you doing to maintain customer loyalty, that repeat business, to attract more referrals? Is your service? It's not all about service. And 91% of your customers would give referrals if you ask for them. If you simply ask. How many of us just are forgetting to ask for the referral? 11% of salespeople ask for them. So that's 89% of people that are forgetting to ask. So if you would ask, people love to give referrals. It's just human nature. We do this on a regular basis. So again, building that relationship, because it doesn't matter how much someone knows you, likes you, and trusts you if they don't remember you when they're ready to make a buying decision. They have to be able to remember you. They have to be able to remember how to get a hold of you and find your contact information. So how are you staying top of mind? The bottom line is you can change how your customers feel, and you can change your business profitability, because 80% of your future profits are going to come from 20% of your existing customers. This goes along the same lines as the previous slide. That extra 5% that if you put in that extra 5%. So again, we're back here, 5% more in effort, or keeping 80% for 20% of your existing customers. So if you put that extra 5% in to your existing customers, you're going to get 80% more of your future profits. So do you want to work harder or smarter? That's what this boils down to, is keeping your current customers happy, because that's where your profits come from, is customers that are already doing business with you, they already like you, and they already know what kind of service you provide. So here are some examples of people in the past who have just mastered relationship marketing. Let's talk a minute about Tom Hopkins. He's a world record holder in real estate sales. Average selling a house a day for 2 years. A house a day for 2 years. That is an incredible amount of number. That's 730 houses in 2 years. How many people in real estate do you know would love to be closing an average of a house a day for 2 years? 730 houses. Within 5 years, he went from making less than $50 a month in real estate to building an annual sales volume of over $14 million. It's amazing. And his secret weapon on that is 10 handwritten thank you notes every single day, staying in touch, writing that personal message, and giving that personal touch to his customer. Within 3 years of being in business, 99% of his business has come from referrals. Another one in a totally different industry, but same idea. Joe Girard, the Guinness Book of World Record holder for auto sales. He sold an average of 6 cars a day for 12 years. again, if you see this statistic down here, what's his secret? Sent 13 cards to all of his prospects and clients every year. So he stayed top of mind. He gave that personal touch. He created a place for himself in the brains of his prospects by staying top of mind and keeping in touch with them. So what kind of cards did Joe send? So 13 cards a year, you're probably thinking, what kind of cards can you send? How many different ways can you send a card? Well, let's look. 13 different ways. Here's 13 different ways. Thank you notes. We all know we should be sending thank you notes. Thank you for your business. Thank you for the sale. Thank you for the referral. Thank you for being my customer. Thank you for whatever. You can thank people all day long. Cards of encouragement, though. How many times, especially in this world we live in, where there's social media and LinkedIn and Instagram and all of these social media platforms, we are so connected to the people that we do business with. So cards of encouragement, or maybe you hear that if you're in insurance and somebody calls you and tells you they got a new job or they got a new car or something, encourage them. If they're telling you that they're going through a hard time, cards of congratulations, again, new job, a job promotion, a wedding. Most people know when their customers are getting married or having a baby because it causes a reason for them to call you and tell you that they need something. Birthday cards, holiday cards. Think of those off random holidays too. Season's greetings, Valentine's Day. What about Veterans Day? For those of you that deal with veterans, imagine how amazing that will make a veteran feel to get a Veterans Day card from their insurance agent or their massage therapist, whatever industry you're in, or their teacher or their home inspector. Some helpful news and information. So now we're going back to that 20%. If you notice those first cards we talked about, that's that 80%, building that relationship, and now 20% of marketing, helpful news and information. You have a new product that came out. You have a new special that you're running. And then also small gifts. Again, this is both. You can add a small gift to a marketing card. You can add a small gift to a birthday card. So small gifts to your best customers and your best referral partners. Because why wouldn't you want to thank your referral partner? You've done nothing, and that has cost you nothing to gain a customer. So if you send them a small gift that maybe cost you $5 or $10, but you've gained a new customer out of it, it's more than worth the $5 or $10 you've spent to thank that person, to make them feel appreciated for sending you that referral. They want to know that you appreciate their business and you appreciate the referrals you're sending them. So again, let's talk about thank you notes. That first line, we talked about all the different ways you could say thank you. There's so many different ways you can say thank you. So thank you for taking the time to speak with me on the telephone. This is a huge one, really, because who answers their phone anymore? Not very many people actually pick up the phone and answer it when you call. So if somebody actually takes the time to speak with you on the telephone, that's an amazing thank you note. Thank you for meeting with me, or nice to meet you. Again, that's maybe not a thank you card, but once you meet somebody, you can either send them a nice to meet you card or thank you for meeting with me. We talked about thank you for your business. We talked about thank you for the referral. Thank you for the excellent service you have provided for me. This is a reverse marketing type card, because maybe you're in an industry where you rely on other people. If you have vendors that you deal with on a regular basis that take great care of you, that at the drop of a dime you can call them and say, hey, listen, I need this. I've got a customer that really needs this in a hurry. What can you do for me? And next thing you know, they call you back and say, you'll have it on your doorstep tomorrow. Thank them for that. That's an incredible service, and not only is that helping you, but it's helping your customer. So thank you for taking the time to allow me to serve you. This is like thanking somebody for the ability for opening a quote to you. So a lot of these customers, they go out for bid anymore. They go out to 5, 6 people. So you send your bid in and you follow it up with a thank you card and say, thank you for allowing me to bid. Imagine what the turnaround. I mean, if you're in tight competition and you're down to pennies and you send a thank you card and your competition doesn't, do you think those pennies are going to matter even if you're a couple pennies over? Or thank you for again, thank you for taking your time to analyze my services. This goes along with the same thing. Thank you for taking my time to quote. And then also, thank you for using our service and product. So those are sent at the 1-year anniversary. That says down in the bottom. I know the blue is hard to read. I'm sorry about that. 1-year anniversaries. Again, but you really should be staying in touch with your customers long before the 1-year mark. Again, 10% of your influence is lost for every month. So you don't want to wait 12 months for them to hear from you again. So, but that's the anniversary is a great time to send a thank you card. So at this point, what are you doing? After you've heard this and you're starting to see this presentation, what are you doing? Hopefully your mind is spinning a little bit and saying to yourself, what am I doing to stay in touch? And what am I doing to set myself apart from my competition? Competition is fast and competition is fierce these days. You have to set yourself above your competition. So what are you doing to stay above and apart from your competition? So the internet has completely collapsed all inefficiencies in our life. I don't know, I talked with a friend today about what would we honestly do if technology died. I wouldn't know where to go. I wouldn't know how to get anywhere. I wouldn't know how to pay, to pay a bill. I don't even have checks. The internet seriously has just changed the way we do everything. What Amazon, some of the big, these are just 3 of the big names, but we really rely on the internet for everything at this point. That Amazon did for books, and that was originally just books, but now you can buy everything on Amazon. I was going to stop at the store the other day, and I thought, no, I'll just order it on Amazon. I'll have it in 2 days. What Netflix has done for movies and the TV industry, it used to be just movies, but now there's a lot of incredible network or shows that are Netflix exclusive. So what they've done for that TV and movie industry, and then what iTunes did for music, you can instantly just go and buy a song. You do not have to buy the whole album anymore, and you don't have to go in and buy a CD. And a lot of cars aren't even coming with CD players anymore. You don't even have them. iTunes has just completely changed the way we listen to music. And so that is now available for the greeting card and gifting industry as well. The internet has completely changed the way we can do and buy and send greeting cards and gifts. And that's through a company called Sendout Cards. So Sendout Cards is the best relationship building program in the world. It goes right hand in hand with all of these relationship marketing tools we've talked about, the thank you cards, all of these different cards. You now don't have to send them through the mail in your own handwriting. You don't have to go to a store, buy a card. They're so expensive, or buy 50 cards of the same thing that maybe aren't all appropriate for each person. So from any mobile device or computer, you can instantly send or queue unlimited cards to go out. So you can, from your phone, you can do that. You can customize them, sign them with your own signatures. You can brand them on the back. You can put all of your branding on the back. So again, that 20% marketing piece, you can do that on the back of those cards, and with one click, it will print it, stuff it, stamp it, and mail it all within 24 hours. So that night, within 24 hours, at a fraction of the cost, for about $1 a card, you can send cards from your phone or your computer. So we have bridged that gap, that principle number 3 of technology and personal touch. Sendout Cards has done that for you. You can easily, this is just a brief screenshot of what the app looks like. You can go in there, you can pick all different cards that you can see here. There's thank you cards and birthday cards. My cards, this is a favorite. You can even create photo cards, so you can take a picture of your client. You can take a picture of their house. And I spoke with a real estate agent recently that wants to take a picture of a listing appointment. If she's on a listing appointment, she wants to take a picture of the house and send a thank you card. Again, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for giving me the chance to list your home. When you're bidding on that listing of homes, how many people do you think are going to maybe pick that person that went the extra mile to send them a thank you card to say thank you for giving me the opportunity? You can do that all from the palm of your hand. The custom branding, like I said, you can brand the back. Here's where you get that 20% marketing feature. So the inside of these cards can really truly be all about the relationships. You can stay connected with them. You can put all of your contact information. So again, how are they staying top of mind? Do they know how to get a hold of you? You can put all of that information on the back of the cards now. And maybe you don't want to necessarily have all your contact information. You want a card to go out that is simply 100% relationship building only. You can put a picture of your family on the back. You can do whatever you want on the back of these cards. Brand them however your business sees fit. And then Sendout Cards also recently introduced this premium card collection. They're calling it the First Impressions because these cards make an incredible first impression. There's thank you cards, it was great to meet you, and celebrating new possibilities. The celebrating new possibilities is an incredibly versatile card. You can use it for just about anything, but the beauty of these is they come on a nice premium cardstock. They're in this white pearl or the black satin, very nice cardstock, and they have a pre-written message on the inside. So for some of us, it's very hard to come up with some kind of words. What do I say? I don't know what to write in a card. That's why I don't send them, because I feel like I write the same thing. These have a pre-designed message on the inside. It's very basic, but you can go in and add your own little personal touch to it. So maybe it says, thank you very much, or it was great to meet you. You can add a little piece in there about where you met them. It was so nice to share a cup of coffee with you at Panera, or whatever. You can go in and edit them, or you can quickly send them with the message that's in there, and it's still going to make that incredible first impression to your client or prospect. So here's some examples of these are more relationship building examples like we talked about, that celebration, looking for encouragement, where Joe Girard was sending cards of encouragement or cards of celebration. Here's an example of a card that was sent through the send out card system, through the mobile app on the phone. This is a customer that had just got engaged, and when people get engaged, they post wonderful, beautiful pictures. So as you can see, I just saved these pictures. You can save them from anywhere, and you can put them on the front of a card, and then on the inside, add a little message. Congratulations on your engagement. We're so excited and happy for you. Best wishes for you in the next chapter of your life. So very simple message, but with their pictures on it. So imagine how they felt when they opened up this card and it has their engagement pictures on it. It's not just a standard engagement card from the store that maybe everybody got. It's not very personal. This is so incredibly personal because it has all of their pictures and their special moment on it. So you can do that from the palm of your hand. Sympathy cards. So when somebody loses somebody, or maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member, that's a really hard time for them to go through in their life. So sending a quick note to let them know that, hey, I'm thinking of you. I saw that you lost somebody. I'm really sorry to hear about it. And you just are sending a quick note. Again, this was sent from a mobile app, from the Send Out Cards mobile app, quickly in the moment that you're seeing it. I mean, if you're sitting at a stoplight or before you leave an appointment, if you have a great meeting with somebody and you want to send that card and you know by the time you get back to your office you will have forgotten, you can click on your app on your phone, send that card really quick, and it's done. It's off your plate. It's nothing you have to think about when you get back, and you don't have to remember to do it. You don't have to go to the store to buy a card. You don't have to make sure you have a stamp once you buy the card, because how many people have been in that position where you buy this beautiful card and then you don't have a stamp, and then by the time you get to the store to get a stamp, the moment is gone. This is, again, that instant gratification. You see something has happened, you want to thank them, you can immediately go on your phone, and the next day that card's going to go out. Again, new baby. This, again, goes along with that friendship and celebration piece of the relationship marketing. We're not talking about marketing and sending. I'm giving you some examples of different ways to keep in touch with your customers and different ways you can send cards and stay in touch with them on a relationship building aspect. So again, beautiful pictures of a brand new baby. Grab them from Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, maybe your assistant is, or LinkedIn. Maybe your customer sends you a picture. If you don't have a picture, you don't have to put a picture on there. But if you find out somebody had a baby, pictures or not, it's still a wonderful personal message from you to them saying, hey, congratulations on your new baby. I wish you the best. Welcome to the world. And again, makes a huge impact on somebody. This is actually a trifold card, 3-panel. So huge impact for somebody to receive that from somebody they do business with, not necessarily a family member. This is somebody that they've purchased a product from or done business with, or maybe a teacher, maybe somebody that a college professor, anybody. Anybody can send these cards. That's the beauty of this. Whatever industry you're in, no matter what, it doesn't matter. Everybody, we need to bring that kindness back into the world and bring those relationships back. These are real relationships that are being brought back by just the simple use of a greeting card through an app on your phone. It's amazing. So why send out cards? Why would you want to use send out cards? There is so many options out there for sending cards. like I said, you can go to the store, you can do this, but why would you want to use send-out cards? The biggest reason for using send-out cards, or the biggest value to me, or where I'm sharing this with you, is because you're not burning valuable staff time. We are so busy in our everyday lives that we need our staff 100%. They're on the phone, they're making calls, doing whatever is needed for them to your staff, but that is extremely time consuming for them to have to go and buy cards, handwrite them, get them all addressed. And this, with send-out cards, you get a built-in CRM software. So once you have a customer loaded in there, you can import all your contacts, so no double typing, no handwriting it over and over and over. You're using technology, but you're sending a card in your own personal handwriting with your own personal branding and marketing information on the back, with your own signatures if you choose, your own pictures and your own logos, and within 24 hours that card is getting printed, stuffed, stamped, and mailed for you. And you have not left your couch, maybe the front seat of your car, wherever you're on the go, wherever you're doing business, you have not had to interrupt or stop your day to go and do this. This is just immediate. You can do this from wherever. So it really gives you the time, freedom, and flexibility to have that extra personal touch in your business without it being an inconvenience. So how do you get started with send-out cards? There's so many different options. They fit everyone's business needs. There's some bundled packages. The bundled packages just give you some of the upgraded features. The personal bundle, this is for maybe somebody in small business that just wants to, gives them the custom brand manager and the signatures in their card. You don't have the handwriting, and it gives you 33 bonus cards to get you going. So 33 cards out the door, gives you basic storage up to 1,500 contacts. So again, all those, these are one-time purchases. There's like setup fees, if you will, to get all of those additional features into your account so that you can have all of the branding and the signatures and really customize your cards to your business in your personal life. Our most popular is the middle bundle here, the marketing bundle. This is by far the most popular. It includes everything you could possibly need. It gives you that first impressions, those premium cards, those black satin and those white pearl, really premium updated cards. It gives you the MRM training portal, and MRM stands for Master Relationship Marketing. So what we've talked about in the beginning of this presentation, the training portal explodes into so much information. There's testimonials from every different industry. There's all kinds of different helpful information on how to really put relationship marketing into your business and how it can help grow your business. So it's an incredible training portal, really gives you the tools you need to just explode your business with relationship marketing. And it also, the marketing bundle also includes not only the signatures, but your handwriting as well, and that can be a handwriting of anybody you want. And with the signatures, you get up to 4 different signatures, so it could be 4 different people in your office. One could be used maybe for personal or business. However you want to do that, you can do. And then 66 bonus cards to start, or there is a whole slew of gifts that's included. There's an incredible gift store. You can send brownies. Those are our most popular gift that goes out of send-out cards. They send over 600 boxes of brownies a day. There is success story after success story that can be shared with you about how many people have gotten past the gatekeeper by simply sending a 2-pack of brownies. So you can use those points, whether you want to use them for cards or gifts, they're in there and they come included in that marketing bundle. And then it also gives you the upgraded memory vault, and the biggest piece of that is it gives you up to 2,500 contacts. The business bundle is for somebody who has a more large corporate business with salespeople, feet on the ground all over, and you really want to manage that for them. You don't want your salespeople to manage that for themselves, but they want access to the app so they can send cards and gifts for themselves. And then the cards themselves, there's also just these subscription plans and package options. And the only difference between these is how much you pay per card. An average 2-panel card, you'll see, is 3 points. And you can go on a subscription here, the most popular subscription, $39 a month, and for $39 a month, that's an incredibly low marketing budget. That gives you 100 bonus points. Again, we talked about the cards. Those are 3 points apiece. That's where you saw in the previous slide the 33 cards. Or you can use them for, like I said, brownies, little tokens of appreciation, cookies, There's so many gifts you can choose from, little baby gifts. You can send gift cards. And there's absolutely no commitment to the subscription. The only reason it's a subscription is that it locks you into this low price point of 39 cents a point. There's no commitment. You can turn it on and off as you choose, and you can purchase this with a bundle, and you have full access with basic storage. The other option is this retail package. It's $9.80 a month, anywhere from $9.80 up to $39 a month. 20 points is only about 6 cards, so if you want 10 cards a month, you can change that to 30 bonus points. It's about $14.70. The difference here is instead of paying 39 cents a point, you're paying 49 cents a point, but still locked into an incredible rate. So your three-panel or your two-panel cards are $1.47 at the retail rate, and they're $1.17 at the preferred monthly package rate. But if you don't want to be any kind of subscription, you don't like the idea of subscriptions at all, you can be on a pay-as-you-go type account, and you have a customer, you want to send them a card, you log into your app, you send the card, and you pay for it every single time you send cards out. So it's an option. It's a wonderful option. You'll just see that it's going to cost just a little bit more at 66 cents a point. But again, it's still only $1.98 a card, which is substantially less than the store to buy and send cards. So you have these different options. Again, pay-as-you-go, the retail subscription, anywhere from 6 to 20, 30 cards a month, or 20 cards, about 20 cards, because then from there you'd want to go on the preferred monthly package. And these points roll over. You don't have to use them every single month. They roll over for 18 consecutive months. So the $39 a month plan, you can go on that, and it's a great way to get that marketing budget spread out. So come the holidays, when maybe you want to send more cards, you maybe want to send out a card to every single one of your customers at the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, wherever holiday you celebrate in that time frame. If you have these points built up, you have them all in your account. They don't expire. So the $39 a month is a great steady marketing every month. It's easy to budget. It's a low budget, and it allows you to build up those points and use them as you need them, or save them for the bigger sending times. So think about it now. How are you standing out? I asked you a little bit earlier in this presentation, how are you standing out from your competition? How are you staying top of mind, and what are you doing to set yourself apart? So are you doing the same thing as your competitors, or are you doing something different? Because if you're differentiating yourself, you no longer will be competing. If you're sending personalized cards and celebrating the lives of your customers and building those strong relationships, then you're not going to have to compete with your competition. So without going any further, I want to bring on a special guest today. I have special guest Joanna Fergulis. She is with Peace of Mind Home Inspections. Peace of Mind Home Inspections, just for all of a little background here, they have had incredible success by using send out cards and relationship marketing in general. They just have had they have a powerful story. They have so many different stories. I mean, they could go on and on for probably the whole half hour of different stories that they've had, or different successes they've had by sending out cards and gifts to different people. But without further ado, I want to introduce you to Joanna Fergulis. She's one of their top home inspectors and their marketing director. So Joanna, are you on the line with us this evening?
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you. So please share a little bit about how Peace of Mind uses send out cards and the success that you guys have had with relationship marketing.
We absolutely love send out cards. I met Michelle about a little over a year ago, and seen the value of the product, took it to my boss, and the first thing out of Sheila's mouth was, you know, from her coach, that they prefer handwritten cards. They didn't like send out cards. And I looked at Sheila and I said, yeah, and I said, and how many handwritten notes are you using? How many are you actually sending out on a weekly basis? And she's like, well, none. And I said, and so how's that working out for you? So anyway, we signed up with it, and we started using it, and have had just absolutely tremendous success with it over the past year. We're so busy now we can't even keep up, and Michelle can attest to that, because she knows how hard I've been running the last couple of weeks. But we do exactly like Michelle's talking about. I mean, we cyber stalk people on Facebook, and when something happens with one of our agents, we're sending that card. One of our agents recently lost their dog, And Sheila called me. She says, can you put a card together with 4 of them and send them a token like I had sent to Dave and Sheila, because their dog passed away right after we started using send-out cards. So that's something I did immediately for them. So I pulled pictures off Facebook. I put this 3-panel card together for these 2 agents that we work with. And both of them, one reached out to Dave and the other one reached out to Sheila, thanking them profusely for this card, that nobody else reached out and to touch them. We was the only ones that thought to do that for them, and how much it meant for them. We've had other agents that we're very active in the industry, and we're at all the functions, and we have agents coming up and seeking us out to thank us for the cards that they're receiving. So it's a great product. It does work. It's a great way to stay in touch with your clients. I absolutely love the First Impressions kit. I use it all the time. If I go out and sit down and meet with an agent for the first time over coffee, to get to know them and show them what we do that makes us stand apart from other inspection companies, that's the first thing I do, is get a card out to them. And it is always very well received. I got a text message from an agent just a couple of days ago thanking me for the card and the brownies that I sent them. So I cannot tell you, I can't express it enough how great this product is and how it really, really works.
Thank you so much, Joanna. Yeah, you guys have had such an incredible success. They really have gotten to the point, and every business wants to get to the point where they're too busy to handle the load. And they're still handling the load by all means, but their phone is ringing nonstop. It's just off the hook. And I mean, the real estate industry and that whole affiliate industry is so extremely competitive. So to be a home inspection company with the problem of just being overloaded is incredible, because there's so much competition out there. So I know that Sheila, the owner of the company, she has an incredible amount of stories. She was telling us last week how somebody that she had never even met, that they had sent a card to, an agent that's in their database, was just asking everybody, who's Sheila, where's Sheila, where can I find Sheila with Peace of Mind? I have to find Peace of Mind Home Inspections, and thank her for sending me that card. So thank you so much for your testimonial and giving us a little bit of insight as to how it's helped you. We really appreciate that, Joanna. Thanks so much for hopping on with us tonight. So to learn more about send-out cards, if you're interested in learning more and how it can really increase your relationship marketing and double your business, or think about it too from a personal standpoint. Maybe you don't have a business. Maybe you're just in this. I mean, most people obviously are in business for themselves or have some kind of industry that they're in. But if you're not, then maybe you just want to increase your own personal relationships. If you want to increase your own personal relationships, you can still use send-out cards to do that. So I really encourage you to get back with the person that invited you onto this webinar to learn more. You can try the tool out. You can download the app. You can send 2 cards for free with absolutely no obligation. So at the very least, get the app downloaded. Ask the person who invited you to send you a link to the app that will give you 2 free cards at no obligation. And at the end of this, before you get off the line, as soon as I end this webinar, there's going to be a quick survey that pops up. We really want to, we're always looking to improve and exceed your expectations on this webinar, so please give us any and all feedback. However, we respect and appreciate anything that you give us, so please, before you log off, fill out that survey. It's only about 5 questions. I'd really appreciate it. So thanks everybody for joining me. Thank you, Christine, for hopping on with me. Thank you, Joanna, for getting on the line with me again. I really appreciate everybody taking the time out of their evening to join us tonight. So have a great night, and we look forward to chatting with you.